Hi, everyone. We are live. And let me pull up the chat for our end so we can see what's going on. So, anyways, as you can see in the title, we're doing a chat today. I'm here with my mom, and we are going to chat about some pretty interesting and can be, in our opinion, life-changing patches. Obviously, to start out with, we are not doctors. We aren't in the health field of any sort. We just have some knowledge and some experience of utilizing these patches. Right?
Right. Check with your own doctor if you need.
Yes. If you have any actual health things going on, always check in with your own doctor. We are just giving some thought. We're not doctors.
All right.
So, yeah. Anyways, so looks like, we got a couple people in the house here. And if anybody at any time has any questions, you're more than welcome to put them in the chat. And we can explain the best we can off of those questions you have. And who knows, if there's some more detail you want behind the scenes, and maybe go further on some of your questions if you desire. Or at the end of the day, if you decide you wanted to hop on this boat like we have, that's another reason that we can connect outside of the stream and show you all the things and see if this is something for you.
Right.
Yeah. So, yes. So it's only been like 2 minutes. It usually takes a little bit for some of the other people to get notified. Just sit here for a moment and let YouTube do its thing.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. So as we're sitting here waiting for YouTube to do its wonderful work of notifications, if you can't tell, my mom has a lot of yarn over here.
Yeah.
And she does amazing work with this yarn. I actually she doesn't know this until I say it now, but to one of my aunts the other day, and I think she's a bit envious of how good, and she's very impressed at how good she is at crocheting, and she does hope to learn even how to crochet one day, but nevertheless of maybe getting as good as my mom is. So it's quite the compliment. She was very, because see, her and I were having a discussion about learning how to sew. I'd like to learn how to sew because that's one thing I haven't learned in life because, well, you're not big into sewing.
Yeah. And your aunts are master sewers.
Yes.
They're very good.
So one of the really big things that my mom has taught me actually is, a lot of you know, I love to cook and I can cook and bake from scratch. And it's all thanks to her that she started me out early and took the time to show me all those skills. Probably didn't appreciate, but I do now. Because, at a moment, it's like, maybe at times, probably.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But now I greatly appreciate it. And then when it comes to sewing, to tell you the truth, I kind of wish I would have spent more time maybe with my one grandma, who was so good at sewing. Mm-hmm. I mean, she could make anything.
She sewed her own underwear.
I was just going to say.
She made her dad's a suit for him.
I didn't know about that, but it just surprised me. In my opinion, if you can customize your own underwear, you are talented because you have to get that just right for it to feel good, I think.
Yeah. She was amazing. Very good at her craft.
Now, this is my mom's first time being on YouTube, but I have to say that this is her second time doing a live stream, because she did a live stream on Facebook not too long ago, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, so you kind of know how it goes to a degree, but she hasn't done much. So
not much.
No, but I told her it's okay. Nobody can. There's a fly. What? There's a fly, and there's snow outside. anyway, just to talk about who's in the chat, I see that Toyman's Bar and Grill is in the chat. And also Joshua Graham is in the chat. And I know Joshua really, really likes this channel and appreciates what we do here. So Joshua, it's always good to see you here. Thank you for being here. Yeah, he really appreciates go live.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. And actually, this has nothing to do with what we're going to be talking about today, but I have some tallow butter here that a friend here locally had made. And I'm going to put some on my hands because with my work, I'm a cook and you have to wash your hands a lot. And just when in general, your hands get dry. I like this because it's very simple. It's basically just beef fat. It sounds really weird to put beef fat on you, right? But it's very good for you without all the harmful chemicals. And it actually does what you want it to. Oh, there we go. So I'm putting some tallow on me. And my mom is
smells good.
Yeah, you want to put some on?
Not right now. Could be.
Oh,
on
on your yarn. That wouldn't work. Yeah, I care if you want. But yeah, she's actually improved it. This is one that she gave around Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I think it's more of like a whipped, she said. And so the texture is even better now. And then I think because some people can be sensitive or maybe even allergic sometimes to some of the essential oils, like this lavender and frankincense in it.
Ooh.
And people might not like those smells. They react to it. So the ones I just saw her post about was the beef tallow still, but it was infused with vanilla, which is a lot gentler for people that are sensitive to smells and stuff. Because believe me, I've been around some people that are very, very, very sensitive to smells. You don't want to make them upset. The idea that she's done that. I'm going to pause this. I don't need to have that going at the same time. I just have that. Oh. Just to let you know, the internet connection seems to be cutting in and out on you.
Okay.
So,
well, you can delete all those pages, see if that helps.
All right, because that was something else I wanted to see is how it was going to run. So I'm glad I got a little feedback. So just hold on 1 second into the weirdest of places here. This one, I don't know what this is, so I'll get rid of that.
There.
And then
all those.
And I think this.
Yeah.
Hopefully that worked. And then we're going to go back.
You can get out of that one too.
I'm still there, right? Or did I?
Yeah, and that. And I think you're behind there.
I bet that's not us. Okay, so now where am I? Or did I didn't cut me out, did I?
I have no idea. Isn't that it here?
Yep, there we go. I'm like, oh
no. Okay.
Hopefully that helps. We had some things running in the background. So I just had some feedback because you just never know. Is that any better? Let us know in the chat or behind the scenes. It's good to know that now before we get into our main topics. Anyways, right now we were just kind of talking about other things. Wait for some people to come in. So Ron or whoever is here in the house, you're more than welcome to let us know. And how fast does your battery go down, or does it stay good for a while?
It'll be good for a while.
Okay, because I see it's what?
It'll tell us if it's bad.
If it's bad.
We'll find out.
Okay. Anyway, so ultimately, however long we end up being here, be it there's some glitches, or if the computer even just turns off, I mean, we're here to have fun and to learn some health tips. like I say, we're not doctors, but we just have some just everyday life experience and go from there.
All right.
Hunting with Stuff with J&J is here. Nice to see you. And like I say, let us know if you can hear us loud and clear. I don't know if I can put this up a little. There we go. Slowly getting better. Okay. Okay. Well, can you all hear us? I hope so, because it'll be hard for you guys to hear. You know, because this mic usually picks up pretty well, so it must be just all the things. So yeah, so we'll find out, I guess. Give us the thumbs up if you can hear us okay, and then we'll go into the topic of the night. And I'm just rubbing my hands because I got that nice tallow. I hear ya, says Hunting with Stuff and J&J. Well, I hope it, does well. And, I'm in a different place. I'm at my mom's house, so we're just trying it out here, and we'll go from there. We'll maybe if we do another one of these down the road, which we probably will, we can always adjust what equipment we're using, where we're at, and so on to make it possibly better for the next round. But for tonight, hopefully it'll be good enough. And there you go. There's my friend Jojo. Hello, Fishy and guest. Good to see you both. Yes. And my guest is my mom, as you know. She says you can. Maybe it's just Ron that can't hear then. No, just kidding. I know that can happen if you have a lot of stuff going on the computer, and sometimes just we are in the country here, so it can be a little harder. Sometimes it's harder to grasp, although I think they've improved that for you guys.
Yeah,
because it used to be more like touch and go, but I think they put up some other equipment to make it better.
All right.
So yeah, so now we can go. Yeah, now we know about that, and we got a handful of people.
Stop making my turtle shell.
So yeah, let's hit the road now.
All right. Well, yes, we're going to talk about how I got into this, I guess. So I'm just starting with my dad died when I was young. He was only 45. And that got my interest in health up. So I was a veterinary technician, and then I did half a program of the registered nurse RN, but then I got married.
That happened.
Married a dairy farmer and moved to a dairy farm. And then Fishy was born 10 months later. So that started our new life. And then we did everything the doctor would say traditionally. Did whatever they said. Fishy in for all her immunizations, and it was obvious that she was vaccine injured. And from that time on, we really started questioning everything about health. So that woke us up to all the alternatives that are out there. So through the years, I put her and her 7 siblings through all kinds of diets and protocols. You name it, I probably tried it.
Yeah, she's trying to find what's the best out there.
The best health for my family.
Yep.
So along the way, I met a naturopath in 2012. And through one of our alternatives, she was trying out the same time I was.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Where am I supposed to look?
I usually look just right there at like what we see.
Okay.
Because I looked up there, but then it looks weird. Just look here. Look at us.
Okay.
Make sure you look.
Okay. So anyway, so through the years since 2012, we talked back and forth about the things we've tried and things that work, things that don't. And she contacted me last January and told me, Shari, I have found the thing that I've never seen anything work like this. It's just amazing. And it's simple. And the results are just out of this world. So the patches that we have, and these are the patches.
Mhm.
Is it backwards for that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, actually, I can look.
Anyway, these simple little patches. That's all it is. Size of a 50-cent piece, if anybody knows what that is.
Not too big.
Anyway, she told me about them, and what was I going to say? Then she told me her miracle that happened with her. So what happened with her was she loves horses, and she has many horses. And she was in her barn by herself, and she was, they call it double barrel kicked against a wall. Her horse kicked her into her abdomen, and she almost died. She had very internal bleeding, and it was a miracle. They got her to the hospital covered. This was 4 years ago, I should say. But she ended up with a big scar, the size of her pinky, all the way across her, from flank to her whole abdomen. She had this snake-like scar that wouldn't go away. And in natural medicine, we know that the energy can't get through when you have scars like that. So it's important to try not to have those scars, so the energy can get organs, etc., that we need. So she worked on that every day for 3 years. She tried everything. You taught the normal route. She tried all her different naturopathic ways, and nothing touched it. But she'd massage it every morning. So a friend of hers told her about the patch, and she thought, I guess I can try it. So she put it on, and she massages it every morning like she always does. 9 days in, she started, it's breaking up. She couldn't leave it. It was actually breaking up. And within 30 days, the scar she had for 3 years, totally gone.
That's amazing.
That was, when she told me that, I was like, I know her, so I know it's true.
Right. It's not just some random thing
Right.
that you read online,
No.
because not that things online are always false, but some people could say things and it's not.
Right.
And
after that, I got some patches from her because I was going to, but we were going to go on a cruise. So I didn't really do it till after. I was like, oh, I'll do it when I come back. So we went on the cruise, and it was fun. It was an Alaskan cruise.
Yeah.
It was beautiful, but we got sick the last couple days on the cruise, and I ended up staying in the cabin for 2 days. So I missed 2 days of this cruise.
Oh no.
That I should talk to you too, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was over it.
Yeah.
But I got home, and then I really got sick. And it was, it's like a really congested and not good. So I laid around a lot, and then it was a couple weeks probably, but it got bad. It was to the point I couldn't breathe. It was wheezing. Like
that gets scary
that was scary.
If you're even close to not being able to breathe, that's hard.
So yeah, my husband was ready to bring me into the hospital. I thought, well, just let me try that patch. So I took this patch, I put it on, and this one you usually put on the back of your neck, and that's where I put it. And within the minute, I could breathe.
Wow.
Like, wow. There is something to this patch.
Yeah, because you couldn't breathe before that, and it's not like you were thinking, totally, I'm going to put this on.
Totally cleared it out. So then I was sold.
That's huge.
So I went ahead and got the patches, more of the patches, so I'd have enough. And I continued on it. Now, I didn't even tell Fishy at all for 2 months, because I've told, there's so many things I've had them try. I'm not even telling anybody. I'm sure it works.
Yep.
All the time. So I was on it for a good 2 months, and I got her started. And what was I going to say about that? Oh, go ahead and tell your testimony when you started.
Yeah, because I don't remember what it was, but I think I had something going on with me. Then you decided to tell me at that point because you were planning to wait a little longer, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't either.
Was it my teeth because I was having infected teeth, or was it something else? But anyways, there was something going on. My brain doesn't remember at the moment. It's because now it's been a few months. It's almost probably been 4 months that I've been on it now. I think it was 3, so it's got to be at least 3.5 or better now me being on them. But she wasn't going to talk about it. She hadn't even really talked about it. Yeah, it was nobody else yet. No. So I was the first one, and she told me a little early.
Extra dad.
Well, yeah, other than dad. But I mean, she didn't say it like to my sister or I don't know, just other people that happened to be around at time. So when I started, and they want you to start with one, no more than maybe 2 of the patches when you start. But when I started, I did just start with the X39, which is the main game to the show, I guess. It's the one that helps stimulate your body to produce its own stem cells, is what they tell us, right? And so I only did the X39 for that first month. Now, the very first day, I think it was a couple days before I did it because everybody is different. And every once in a while, somebody might have a detox, something. Do I really want to put this on? Is it really going to do anything? I think it was a couple days before I put it on, if I remember. So then I was ready for it. Like, okay, here we go. Because most people don't feel maybe anything right away, or they get the energy and some good things. Well, I did get good things right away. As you guys know, I deal with things that make me very fatigued, and then with having a job on top of that, it makes it even harder some days. So anyways, I noticed right away, the very first day of putting it on, I had energy. And I'm not talking just like that spike energy and then you crash after you have like a energy drink or something. It was a nice, steady, healthy energy where you just didn't get as tired as normal, which was awesome. Also noticed that, because it's not that I didn't sleep, but I didn't know I wasn't getting that nice deep sleep because I could tell dreaming more. And when I would wake up, I felt refreshed. There were so many times I could have slept 10 hours, say, which I don't usually sleep 10 hours, but I would have felt just still yuck. Or if it was 7 hours or 8 hours. But here, there have been times, now I'm not saying get less sleep, but there have been times when I've only maybe gotten 5 hours, let's say, or uh-oh. Are we still here? It said connection lost. Anyways, even at that, I felt more refreshed than having a normal sleep. I wonder if, well, we probably can't reach anywhere to.
Are we still here?
Yeah, it's just every once in a while it says something about the connection. So I think we're still here. I should probably make sure. So let me just look. Let me look just to make sure. Anyway, because sometimes if you have it plugged in, yeah, it looks like we're still moving, I think. We'll find out after how good or how it is, and we can improve it for the next time. I hope you all can hear us okay. Anyway, some other things for me that I've noticed as I've gotten older, not that I'm like way old, but as we get older, we get those body aches and discomforts, maybe some stiffness in the morning. Well, that's something that has dissolved. I don't deal with that anymore, which is really nice. It cuts in and out every once in a while. Okay. My night vision has been better. I used to have some eye floaters and I haven't noticed those nowadays. My hormones are more balanced, which helps in many ways. And I also had some scarring that I noticed disappeared and some other scarring that has diminished. I also had a gallbladder attack, and I utilized something called lifewave that they have. It's one of the helper patches, and usually with a gallbladder attack, it's like, I don't know, 6 hours, let's say, of just this terrible pain, within like 10 minutes of putting the patch on, maybe, I mean, and as you got to that 10 minutes, you could feel it getting less. So it went from intense pain, discomfort, and it went from intense discomfort to lesser and lesser as you got to that 10 minutes. But that was my own personal experience. It's not going to be the same for everyone. And again, I'm not a doctor.
Jojo asked if I use it consistently since the cruise, and yes, I have. And I have a lot of testimony to share too. So
I'm just going to see if I can get the cord to connect to it.
Okay.
Well,
it's right there.
You keep talking.
I've been on it since last July, because that's when I started using them when I got it. Probably middle of July. So how long have I been on it? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So I'm going on my 8th month right now.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was going to give just a quick one of my testimony. I don't have a lot going on that big health concerns that I know of. But the biggest thing I noticed, and it wasn't right away. I had that miracle right at first with the cruise. And then after that, there's a plug-in right back here. It's right there. And then after that, I steadily got more energy. That was a big thing for me. And it's really funny. You don't realize that you don't have as much energy. It's like, wow, okay, I remember feeling this good. I mean, I'm talking, forget how good you used to feel. So my husband goes to work. Can you get it? I think so. 4:30 in the morning. So I get up with him, and I used to take a nap in the afternoon because I couldn't make it through the day, but I don't anymore. I don't need coffee anymore. No, I go all day. Yeah. So I just feel really good. I feel like exercising again. I have optimism in life. Just everything feels better. The other thing is, then my I was on a call with some other ladies, and one lady said how her eyebrows grew back, and I looked in the mirror, and oh, my eyebrows are growing back too. So that's a good indication that your thyroid is getting happy. So that's a good thing that I found. And all these things are coming over time. The digestion part, I've just noticed the last couple months of my digestion has really improved. So that's the biggest things I've noticed. There's a lot more that people have noticed that I have a huge list for. So once we were sure it was working and it was worth sharing, I started sharing with family and friends. Just try to really want to hear about it. So I just made a list of all the different testimonies that we have heard. Is there some questions here?
No, I just put it in the chat saying I hope.
Oh yeah, I'll get into how long you wear the patch.
Oh, how long do you wear one patch for? Okay. Yeah.
I'll just get through these testimonies, and then we'll talk more about the patch and the technology. So I'm just gonna go through them.
Yeah. Go. Hi, Sunflower.
So one guy had knee shooting pain. I said, what does it feel like? He said, like somebody pushing a hot poker in my knee constantly. So he immediately, there's different patches, and this one's called the lifewave, like Emily mentioned, for gallbladder. And that's the pain patch, we call it, or discomfort, as we're supposed to say.
I know, it's so hard because you want to say what back.
We're trying to be compliant. But anyway, immediately for him. I had that happen with a knee, with a shoulder, with a neck. Oh, and those are the immediate ones on the lifewave. Yeah, knees and feet. Oh, feet also. Also, we had a man with debilitating, constant, extreme discomfort. he had 3 back surgeries. And 16, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but ibuprofen a day
Right.
for his discomfort.
And still take it if you need it. We're not saying not to.
He was able to get off all of that.
Right.
With the patch.
Which is amazing because
it's amazing.
It's one of those things that's not guaranteed, but I mean, most people are going to find some kind of improvement with
And this happened for him. Didn't happen right away. It was more 4 to 6 weeks, but that's still amazing. Dizzy, vertigo, dizzy for 6 months. Every time she went to bed, she was dizzy. And she started the patch within 4 weeks, went away, and she doesn't have it anymore.
That's huge.
We had another lady with a really weak voice. She's had a lot of health challenges. And within 2 weeks, her voice was improving and coming back, and it's still improving.
That's good.
We have another man. He had brain issues and tremors. That is, because we're not supposed to say names of diseases. All of a sudden, he didn't have a sense of time, meant nothing to him, or how to fix anything. And all of a sudden, he knew exactly about time. Well, I could see what he did. So his wife was telling him he didn't care anymore. They were in assisted living, and he didn't even look at a clock. And she was just telling him, "Oh, we got to hurry up. Breakfast is over at 9. We got to hurry up." And he said, "Oh, don't worry about it. We have till 9 o'clock." And he's like,
"Oh, wow."
He hasn't even thought about it. He hasn't even thought of time. And then he also told her how to work a remote control that he hadn't touched in a long time. Also,
that's huge.
So his brain is coming back. We had a lady with really bad depression after postpartum, and it helped her immensely when she patched. We have another lady with her hair color is coming back. Original color the first month. And I told you about eyebrows, hair growing back. Everyone mentions just great energy. That's a number one.
That's probably one of the biggest that I hear. And everybody wants energy.
Right. And increased libido. I had that one come up to me. Clearer skin, increased saliva in our mouth, which is important for your teeth. Less headaches, less stomach discomfort. Skin tags and moles disappearing. Increasing milk supply for a nursing mom. Moods regulated. Floaters gone out of the eyes.
Yeah, I was one of them. Anxiety
better. A scar shrink on a 3-year-old that he was in intensive care when he was born. Aww. And he's had the scar for 3 years, and the mom is documenting it and showing how it's shrinking. Another one said less hair loss, better eyesight, less. We're able to plegic with pain, discomfort. With it, he had extreme discomfort. It helped.
Yeah.
We had another lady that was on it for a few weeks, and she got rid of a cough she's had since COVID 2 years ago.
Wasn't that the person that was focused on other things?
Yes.
And she didn't even think about it till her husband said, "Hey."
Right. Because I called her. I like to call and see how people are doing. And her big thing was her knees hurt so much, and she discomfort gone.
Yes.
So so I called her, and she told me, "No, it still hurts."
Then
but her husband said in the background, "What about your cough?"
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, your cough's gone." And she said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, how long have you had it?" Ever since COVID 2 years ago. That's really good.
Yeah, sometimes we get focused, I think, on something we want, and then we forget about other things that are improving.
And I'm just telling you all the testimonies. I'm into the whole technology and how they work a little bit. I have a great quote from my friend and her husband. I'll leave that at the end. 2 months on X39, that's the patch. Migraines are gone. Stomach and throat discomfort gone. Someone had to have knee surgery, and they couldn't believe it. They felt great right after. It didn't hurt like they thought it would. And like Emily said, another one, balanced hormones.
Yes.
So, okay, I'm telling you stories I have heard personally with people I have helped personally.
Yeah.
So this is not out there because I've heard you name it. I have heard stories of it helping everything. But I'm telling you just what I have heard, and I've only been sharing it for 3 months, 3 or 4 months.
Well, you shared it with me first.
Yes,
so
but I'll be that many results, so it's really exciting.
yes.
I have never seen anything like this either. Just like my friend said, all the ways we've gone, and it's so easy. All you do is take this patch. There's a sticker on it, and you just take this and you put it on. Now there's different spots, and you would know all about that when we tell you later, but you can put it anywhere really, and it's going to work.
Yeah, if it's
So
next to your body, I mean, it could be in your pocket, and it's still going to do something.
So now the technology of it, it's first, there's nothing in the patch. It is a total how would you describe it is it's a phototherapy. So it's kind of like people like to say like the sun.
Yes.
When you go out in the sun, it's good for vitamin D, right? So the reason that's how it works also the same way. It's the sun doesn't give you vitamin D. Your body, after having the heat of the sun, the rays of the sun, it makes your body stimulated to make vitamin D. So that's the way these work. So we all have light around us, like those night vision goggles that they use.
Yeah,
you can see you can see the light around people.
Yeah.
So that's our light. So these patches actually reflect that phototherapy, that light back into you. Mm-hmm. And it's non-transdermal, which means there's nothing in the patch. It's not like a nicotine patch or there's nothing in the patch.
Yeah,
that goes into your body.
So if you're doing other things that your doctor's having you take, it's not going to interfere with anything you're doing.
Nope.
And you continue doing exactly what they tell you, and you just incorporate this into your body also.
Right. So it's just this crystal matrix that holds the technology that this David Schmidt is the inventor that he made. It's LifeWave. Yeah, X39 is the main patch.
And I know, I just know there's several people, or a couple people in here in the chat I know could probably benefit from this, from what I know about what you deal with, basically. You, the person right there. You and you and you and you. A lot of us have something, and then we just don't think about it until we're like, oh yeah.
So when you wear it, your body heat activates the patch. So like Emily was saying, you don't want to carry a pack of these in your pocket because you're going to activate the whole kit. They call these sleeves. Yeah,
because if you have one of those in your pocket, it can still give you benefits. But if you have the whole packet, you don't want to, because they have a really long shelf life, as long as not
just keep them cool,
like in a hot car, on your hot knee, by a heater, just
by
keep
a stove.
Yes, keep it. You probably shouldn't have it on top of your dryer, things like that.
Yeah, and the company is LifeWave. The company's been around 20 years. So he developed the patch technology 20 years ago. But the is the stem cell regenerator. He just invented that in 2019. So who I'm talking about is David Schmidt. If anyone has done a patent, you would know that it's a lot, even to get one patent. Well, this man has over 180, close to 200 patents himself. So he's brilliant.
Yes.
So anyway.
Yes, so that means nobody else can.
Oh, yeah. It's patented for 20 years, and that patent started in 2019. So there's no technology out there like this.
It's very unique. And if someone else out there says that, it's not true, because there's patents on this.
Right. So So, oh, how long do they last? I think somebody did ask that. So you wear a patch, which wear one of these 12 hours, and you take it off and you put a new one on. There's 30 patches in they call these sleeves. So you'll get one of these as there's a 30-day supply. What else?
Can this person call you mom then?
I don't care.
Do I get to call you mom? He says, "Good day, sis's mom."
So I don't know what
He's from
else.
Australia.
Oh, I know I was going to show you. So most people, they say you should be on it 1 month for every decade of your life. At minimum, so much you need to be on it.
If you just want to check it out and see, you got to give it a fair chance.
Right. Because everyone's different. You can get a miracle like my friend did, or my little miracle that one day. Some people have unbelievable things happen right away. Some within the first month, even just issues they've had, and they go away. Most of us, it's over time. It's like I'd say 3 weeks. Also, notice I used to have fungus in the middle of some toes.
Yeah.
And I've had it for years. And all of a sudden the other day, I don't have that anymore.
It's
It's
just
just
gone.
things just disappear and you don't even
notice it
realize
right
it.
away. No, it's kind of like me with my more minor scars, I guess, but you don't notice it until it's like, oh wait, I know there
Right.
was one there. What happened?
Right. So, and some people just have pain and they just wake up at one day and they don't have that discomfort anymore. So everyone's how it's going to work. Oh, and that doesn't mean it's not working, because a lot of times your body's going to work on what needs working on first, not necessarily what you want fixed first.
Well, it's like that one lady.
Like that lady.
Yeah.
Lungs are more important than a knee that hurts. Your body's going to work on internal things, and you don't necessarily feel that.
Or another one I had heard is that one lady that was concerned about her wrinkles on her face.
Yeah. Right.
But found out, I don't remember, it must have been through stuff at the doctor or something, that her after a while.
Right.
It's a lot better that you get your heart better, because you could have all the wrinkles removed all you want, but if your heart's going to wear out, it's not going to help much.
Right.
Your body's smart. With the
Yes.
stem cells, you don't get to decide where they go. Your body gets to decide where they go first. And it's your body's designed to have them go to where's most vital first. And then other things will get worked on later. I know that some people, when they go in and they have like blood tests and stuff.
Right. They say you should at 6 months, and
Yeah.
you will see a difference.
So if you have like a past one and then you do a future one, there's things that might change that you don't even know, because it's things going on in your blood. I mean, we can't always tell for what's going on in there.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then our own stem cells, what usually happens is at 20, well, most of us, if we're older, we know how good it used to feel. I know how good it used to feel. You lose stem cells. By age 30, you've lost 60% of your stem cells.
Yeah.
50, you've lost 75. 60, you've lost 90, and 80, you've lost 95. And that is what's causing aging, is the stem cells become dormant.
So Sunflower here was saying, what do you use this product for? Well, basically, if you have some kind of things going on in your life, discomforts and long going whatever that you're dealing with, it can reverse that. Basically, you're trying to reverse your age to some degree. Obviously, we're all here only for a certain amount of time, but why not make that time possibly more enjoyable?
And what is a product for? Everything.
Yeah, it's for everything.
Everything.
Anything. People go on it for all sorts of reasons. Some people are desperate because they're trying to find something that will help them more than what they're at now, no matter. And for some people, they may feel pretty good overall, but it should give them that extra energy. And who doesn't want to have more stem cells? Because that's just going to make you potentially feel and look younger in time.
Right. And I would say too, this David Schmidt, he did it the right way. He spent over $3.5 million in studies on his latest, this X39 patch. And this is why a lot of MDs will, he has many peer-reviewed studies. He has double-blind studies he's done to prove it works. It's not, and to prove it's not a placebo. In fact, people will put them on their pets.
That's a good one.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, they put it on their dog. See, when you're after you use your patch, if you have a pet, you can stick it on your pet, and that's what he did. And all of a sudden, they noticed the dog had tumors and warts on his ears, and they're gone.
Yeah, because they had said that it just
right.
Obviously that's something physical, and I mean the dog didn't do anything different than just being a puppy dog.
Right.
And so if it can help that, or like that one testimony that I think it's your friend that always talks about with the horse, or is it or the doctor? One of them talks about it, where I don't know much about horses, but it was a really bad eye infection or something, right? And within it like cleared up, and it's like amazing. People that are into horses, I guess, know how incredible that is for it to go from that to that in like very short time.
Yes, sunflower.
Yeah,
it does.
Yes.
So seeing that pets are helped, you know it's not a placebo.
Yeah, because some people will say, "Oh,
you just think you're better because you put the patch on."
They'll say, "Yeah, you're paying a big price." It's not real. It depends on how you look at it in regards to the price. To me, yeah, there's money in anything in life, though. How much is your health worth it to you? And think about it. If you're not feeling well and you do end up going and spending lots of vacation time at the hospital or something, that's going to add up too, right? So it depends on what's it worth and how much a cost is. Because it's not, it depends how you look at it. But to me, to feel better and reverse things like that, in comparison to actually go in and get the injections, it's a lot cheaper this way, right?
Oh yeah, I know a lady that has been doing going to Mexico with stem cell injections. That's $5,000 to $10,000 a crack.
Yeah, and these are
no guarantee it'll work.
And this is a more of a this is using your own body, where that is using other ways. But anyways, it could make. We're not saying that it can't. It could help some people in that regards. But when it comes down to cost, it's a lot better financially.
Where do you put in his studies? He uses acupuncture points, so you can put it everywhere. He has said just get it on, but the main places are right the back of the neck, and then 2 inches below your belly button are the two.
I mean, I could go walking around like this if I really wanted to, and it's still gonna do something. But normally, like you say, it's like behind your neck, like two fingers, like below your.
And that's because of nerve areas of your body.
And it's where they've tested it. You could put it other places. It's still going to work. It's just they like to suggest where they've actually tested it. And that's where they've gotten good success.
Yeah.
It's
very... Yeah, we all do. We all need to get healthier.
Yes. Well, then Bored Old Fart is being funny. He says, I doubt I ever had stem cells. Yeah. If they did, they rejected me. Like, he used her.
Yeah, well, it's changed our lives for sure. And I know we feel like it's a ministry at this point, and we have to share because it's amazing and it's helped so many people. And when you're helping other people, really, you can help yourself and make a little income from it too.
Yeah. You know? So for like me and my mom, I can speak for both of us. Yes, any of us that get on board on this, there is the part where you can get what do you call it? I'm thinking. What, Dad? Rewarded? No, that's not the word.
Recompensated? I don't know what you're trying to get.
Well, when somebody signs up, there's a spot on the portal and it says it starts with a C, right?
Compensation.
Is that compensation? Is that the word? I don't know. My brain got frozen. But what I'm trying to say for myself and my mom, I know I can speak for both of us, that even if there wasn't a penny there that we would get, we would still do this and share it because we want everybody to feel better. It just hurts me so much. I see somebody, well, like the quadriplegic that we were just talking about. I was in tears. It tore me up that he had to be in that much pain, discomfort. It's so hard not to say that. And yeah, it was just so hard. So to see him be able to take a breath of not having that, that's the most reward for me, is seeing people be able, and they get happier. And just think about it. Our lives are only so long. I mean, this potentially, maybe you could extend our life a little bit. We don't know this for sure. But even if it's the same amount of time, I would rather my life be better quality where I can still run around and do things.
That's the way it should be. Yeah,
like still do all the things without being burdened by ailment to the, and then the day we're not here, we're just not here no more. That's it. I mean, what a great chapter, right?
Right. Yeah. It's the direct sales. So he just
commission.
Yeah, that's the word.
That's what I wanted. See? Thank you, bored old fart. He's so bored, he figured it out. No, go ahead. Sorry.
But what was I saying?
Oh, about the sales. Direct sales?
Oh, it's direct sales. So the reason he went that way is because it's better shared one-on-one. You can actually go to people. You could tell them the testimonies that you have personally know of.
Yeah.
To help other people.
It's a win-win, because you get to feel better potentially, and then who you share it with, their lives can be changed too.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad he went that way.
And just know, because some people will frown upon this kind of stuff, but he did nice where you actually do fairly. I mean, they're being fair of what you make too. So any of you that, if you decide you want to learn more and you want to jump on board, just the salesy end of this.
I didn't plan on it at all. I was not going to do it.
But if you do, it's like a double thing where you can feel better, help other people feel better potentially.
Yeah.
And you could, if you're looking for a way to make a little extra, I mean, it's a little of both.
Right.
So.
And I was saying he didn't really. The reason he went this way, the more direct sales way, is he didn't want it sitting on a shelf in a store. Then you got to advertise. Money to advertise it.
Yes, it's through so you would just come it's through us that you would order it, because we are
you just talk to Fishy.
Brand partners is what we are.
So and the other,
I signed up under my mom, and then
the other way he could have gone is sell it to the pharmaceutical companies. Well, there's two ways that could have gone. Either they would have made the price astronomical like everything else is, or if it helps too many people, maybe it would have been buried.
Because I do agree with my mom that he went in a good route. I know some people frown, but I think in this circumstance, this was a good idea.
Right. There's nothing out there like it.
No.
This is it.
So to answer Jojo, you don't order it online. You will maybe sometimes see that, but that's not how they're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it directly from a brand partner.
I should put in there. Can I type here or something?
Yeah.
So actually, this is it.
Yeah.
There's a good website called This Is It. It must be, I think it's thisisit.com. So
anyways,
if you want to see lots and lots of stories.
Oh, I gotta.
Let's say This Is It. Yeah.
That's it, right?
Yeah. Thisisit.com.
Okay. So you can
It tells you the science. It'll tell you testimonies of just about everything.
So you can go there, or another place you can look is just right here on YouTube.
I read because I'm a researcher, and I don't go, even though my friend told me how good it was, I for reviews.
I did the same. I mean, Mom had told me about it, but she even had told me to look yourself, because it's good, I think, for anything you're doing in life. Don't just jump to the next thing just because somebody tells you to. Look into it.
Right.
And pray about it.
Really, the only thing I saw was people that maybe tried it a month and said, oh, it didn't do anything, and then they quit. Well,
fair.
Go again.
I know. It's like, didn't give it a fair chance. So, like they know, I'm in my 40s. So for me, they say, what is it? Every about 10 years per month, right?
Yeah, at least 4 months.
So
Mhm.
I'm not even at 4 months yet, I don't believe, from what I remember. But if I was just going to give it a trial or a fair chance, I needed to do it at least for 4 months before I'd be like, I don't know. Now for myself, I had things occur right away. So for me, having that energy is huge. It did seem like I had some brain clarity too.
You should tell them about work. How
Oh, I forgot about that.
yeah, that's a really good one.
Okay, so, and I think I might have talked about that to some of these people's here, some of my friends behind the scenes. I don't think I talked about it on a live stream. But anyway, where I work, I have a second job now, but my first job where I was working, there's only mostly like 4 of us there, okay, that keep the place going. And that day that week, I was just going to cover one day. That's just how the schedule rolled for that week. Well, from the beginning of that week, all of a sudden, 2 of my coworkers were not feeling good and their families. So then I ended up being there longer. And then, yeah, the other one ended up getting it by midweek. So 3 out of 4 of us were very, very not feeling good. And I'm the only one that didn't get it. Whatever's going around, there's like multiple things going around. Plus, on top of that, the person I live with was also sick for like 10 days or something crazy. To tell you the truth, out of all of that, I think living in the same house as somebody that's really, really not feeling good, I think that's huge if you're not going to catch it, because it seems like this is a very contagious something that everybody's getting. Plus, where I was working, or I am working, deals with seniors, and there's a few of them that came in and they're coughing and doing whatever they're doing. So the only thing I believe I was to what...
Oh, that was amazing. Yeah.
Like the only thing I was doing is I was making sure I was patching.
Yeah, and he brought up a good point too.
I noticed it brought my syndrome under control by doing, yes. Yeah, because see, there's probably a combination of reasons that's gotten better, because for some know that I used to be in a different situation, which was chronic stress in where I was living. So from not being there, that helped. But then the next degree of that to help some more would be the patches has helped a whole lot too. Yes. So
yeah, it's I'm excited to see what else can happen.
Because there's even just little things, I guess, that I didn't write down for tonight that I remember. Like even I live in a basement, and I just remembered at first, I thought maybe I was just out of condition or something. I'd be a little bit, like not terrible, but you could tell it was just a little bit as you went up the steps or up and down too many times. I don't have that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I do a whole bunch of talking, it just seemed like I had I don't know, something in my lungs. I don't know. There was something that already, and it's like I say, I'd have to think about it, but it's over 3 months now of being on these patches, which isn't that long, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I got a tickle on my nose. Is that from the patches? No, just kidding. Oh, yeah. No, it's very exciting. So if any of you, I mean, most of you that are with me behind the scenes, so if you're just interested in more material,
I'm sure she can share a lot more. If you have any questions, just let us know.
And that's one thing, just so you all know, here on social media, any sort, we do have to be somewhat careful of how we talk, or we're trying to anyways, in a one-on-one or in-person type of conversation. I would be, if you would like, to a certain degree. I mean, there's still I can't guarantee anything, but there has been a lot of success for like a lot of people. And I think way earlier, I think JoJo asked if you're crocheting. I don't remember. I think
Yes, I am. I keep looking down.
I think I or she or one of us probably said the word crochet, but I just wanted to clarify. Yes, she's crocheting. how long? Like I say, I want to say, because I want to say it was in November. Does that sound right? That I started? I know I looked at one point when I first ordered them.
At the earliest, it was December. I mean, November, yeah.
I think it was November. So December, January, February, and we're now in March. So it depends on where. That's why I'm thinking it's over 3 months. Maybe it's nearing 4 months now. It's no more than 4 months for sure.
Right.
So 3 to 4 months. So 3.5, 4 months. Like I said, I'll have to look back and see more exactly. And
you keep the improvements you get if you, let's say, you go off it.
Yes.
But you will just start aging again like normal. So, because that's a question a lot of people have.
Yeah. I even had wondered that too before I started, because there are some things out there, no matter what source they are, that, be it natural or pharmaceutical or whatever, there's some things that you're on, and then once you're off of, then it's like, whoop, you're done.
Right back, yeah.
Get those, but then obviously in time it's going to go backwards because you don't have, it's not going to be right away. You're going to hold on to that to some degree. It's kind of like my experience of doing the Healthy Mama diet in the past. I think I really got my metabolism really good. And then even after I got injured by the cow and I wasn't really doing it all the way anymore, and I was laying around and not really walking anymore because I was, recuperating weight, and because it was still going, because I had it going so good. So I kind of think of that with the patches, that you got going. So just because if you cut it off, it's still going to go for a while, I believe. And then in time it's going to stall or maybe go backwards, because that's what our bodies do.
Right.
What changes have I noticed? Or, well, I guess I can say while you're, I don't know. Oh, yarn was going to follow you. For myself, sunflower, what I noticed right away, and that was just with the one main patch. That's with this X39 patch. That's the main patch that we talk about. We have like side patches that are like helpers.
Supplemental. You don't have to use them.
No, the main one is the X39. The other ones are beneficial, but they're not necessary, especially not right away. So I just did the one patch, and I did that for a month. Now, I found improvement the very first day of wearing the X39. I had energy. And when I say energy, I'm talking nice, steady energy.
Right. Don't think of caffeine jolt when we say energy.
No,
it's like you used to have.
Like a child, right?
Yeah.
So you just have that energy, but you didn't have like this, like you're shaking energy. No. Because the problem with using artificial, if you want to call it energy, is you get that great energy, but then you go like that. And then I have also heard that some energy enhancers that can be a little hard on your heart, and some other things that aren't such a great idea. So this is nice and clean, and it got me through like the week. And as some of you know, I have that chronic fatigue, and I mean, I get all the sleep I want and whatever, and I'm just dragging, and it's like, feels like you hit a wall. I don't have that anymore. It's incredible.
Yeah, she was saying when she started, she was telling me how she'd be dragged by the end of the week, and then she noticed her people at work in their caffeine drinks, and they're saying how tired they were, and she's like, wait a minute, it's the end of the week, I'm not tired at all.
Yeah, usually by Thursday was the day, and that's a really busy day too, so usually by that day I was just like, ugh. And then here they're like drinking, and I did share about this stuff with them, and I said, hey, you could compare this to your energy drinks. Think about how much. You guys in the chat, tell me, how much is the energy? I don't buy. I want to say they're
at least nice coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah, I mean, think of these drinks that people get for the energy. I know the one lady I work with, she would go through at least 2 of those, and I don't know. I want to say she said they're $2 something. Maybe let's say round it and say it's $3 a can. I don't know if that's what it was. That's $6. Okay, because they'll say, oh, we can't afford this. Okay, well, $6, let's say, a day, and you times that by 7, and you start putting that aside, I bet you could afford this. So it's all in choice. Or like there's a person.
These are about $3 a day.
Yeah. So that's why I bring it. So even if you only had one energy drink, that's why I figured this is worth it's worth way more than energy drink. But at $3 a day, this is
And
doing way more.
You're fixing things, healing things.
Yeah, you're not
covering up symptoms.
You're not doing artificial energy that potentially might ruin things inside your body through so if you think of a drink a day, you can do that. I know of a person also that says that she may do it at some point, but she can't afford it. But then she goes through 12 cans of caffeine a day, and that's okay. That's her choice. But that adds up.
It's just your priorities in life. That's all.
Yeah. If you want to get to, or whatever it is, energy drink, a caffeinated coffee or caffeinated pop, go ahead. I mean, I'm not saying you can't, but I would rather do this because not only do I have, but I also right away noticed better, deeper sleep.
That was huge for me. I didn't mention that.
Yes.
I started dreaming again. Yes. I haven't dreamed in years.
I dreamt a lot. And when I woke up refreshed and just feeling like, oh, I had a good sleep. I just noticed, especially with the weather changes, I would get discomforts in my body. And sometimes in the morning, my back would be so stiff. It's like, what is wrong with me? I don't have that anymore. I kind of forget about that sometimes that I don't have that anymore, but I don't. My night vision is better because I used to hate driving at night because it was harder to see. Not that it isn't already harder to see, but it was like it made me nervous. Like I might miss something because I really can't see. I probably shouldn't be driving, but now it's really good. My eye floaters that I had, I don't notice those anymore. My hormones are more balanced. So when it comes to girls, the monthly thing and all that, much better. I almost forget that I'm on it. Let's just say that's my own personal thought on that. Everybody's going to be different, like I say. And like I say, when I had that gallbladder attack, within 5 to 10 minutes, it was completely gone, which was amazing. I had my other source ready just in case because I wanted sleep that night. But I thought I'll try this first. And if that doesn't work, then I'll go the route I don't like to use too much, but I have it on hand just in case. Oh, US $3, Canada $4. Must be for the energy drink.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Oh, and then Australia, 3 for US and 5 for in Australia because he's the one that's from Australia.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's in 80 countries. It's in Canada and Australia. Yes. You can buy it in those countries.
Yeah, what'd you say? 80? How many?
There's 80. It's available in over 80 countries right now.
Yeah, and Yep, so you could get it in Canada.
Also, you'll probably hear about it more soon. There's a documentary coming out soon all about David Schmidt and the whole company and all he's doing. And he has many, many other inventions coming. This is just a start. He has many in his back pocket yet. So, yeah.
And I know that this is buffering at times and everything, so we will definitely try to figure out something better for the next time. Is it? No. That's fine, because we've been here for an hour, so.
Hi.
Anyway,
she's. How are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So anyway, I know that we buffered a bit tonight. I do apologize for that. I am at my mom's. I am using, I hope that when I wasn't buffering, I'm hoping the mic was good. I brought my own mic. I brought my own webcam. I have to show you what my mom's made. She just made this while we were sitting here. Like she hasn't even been doing it the whole time. She only did it like half the time. And it's almost done already. She is so talented. She's got all these animals all over here. But So would I have to find a Canadian rep? No, I don't believe so. I believe you can get it through me. I'll double check on that, but I'm pretty sure about that. But yeah, I will double check, make sure. But yes, you should be able to get it through me. But I will double check on that just to make sure. And just know there are different ways you can get started. And also, I mean, we are just saying it's best to do it for however many months in correlation to age to give it a fair chance. But if for some reason somebody signs up, it depends on how you one where after like 30 days, well, it has to be before 30 days, but if it's within 30 days and you want your money back, you can get a full refund. And then there's like two different ones. It depends on how you sign up. One is like 90 days. But I mean, I've never had anybody that I know of that does that because they've gotten such great results that they don't do that. But they do have that out there. So if anybody's leery, keep an eye on the time frame. You can get a full refund. But yeah, Jojo, I will double check on that. But I know I had reached out and I had asked about that because, well, yeah, because Ron is doing it. And so I want to make sure. And yeah, it's like over 80 different countries, like my mom was saying. So yeah, we'll have to, but like I say, I'll have to figure out different. I don't know if I'd have my mom come to my place and do it there because I think my internet's really good there usually. Because we did it here today, but if the internet's not that great, we either have to move where we're at or do it at my place. I see that Can Fix Stuff is here. Good to see you. You have hormones? Yes. It can boost your hormones too there, bored old fart. Or anybody else. If I missed anything. Nope, I don't think so. Like I say, I know it's buffering and all that. Oh, yeah, okay. Just looking here. Giggle in the house. Hi, Giggles. Yeah. Sorry, my mom had to step away. She had a very important phone call that she's been waiting for all day. So if you would like to see my mom, Giggles, you'll have to look previous to right now. Oh. Were you driving truck? Can Fix Stuff? So, peoples, unless you have any further questions or things you want to talk about, because if I'm buffering, I know that can be quite annoying. But yeah, we'll have to do this again when it's not buffering because my mom had a lot of good things to talk about, and if any of that got missed, that would be kind of sad. I'm not sure if she's I think pretty much I'll be ending the stream. She's had a very important call that just happened to come up. We were only planning to go for about an hour. It's actually been over an hour now. And truly, I need to get back home here soon because I have to work in the morning. I have to get up early for my new job. I have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. Well, I don't have to, but that's when I will wake up because that gives me an hour before I have to leave. So that's why I need to leave pretty soon so I home so I can go to bed. Okay, Jojo, that's good to know. Because, I mean, it can get frustrating when you're streaming and you don't know if any of the info is getting across. And there's Joey. Hi, Joey. Yeah, my mom was here, but she had an important phone. No, she was just here. If you want to see her, you can always go back in the stream because she was just here just a few minutes ago. I do appreciate you being here. Jojo says the sound is good. The video is choppy, but likely due to the connection quality was fine overall. As I stated, it was easy enough to keep track of about what's being said. Okay, because I kept getting messages from certain people behind the scenes. Buffering, it's blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, there's not much I can do about it. And yeah, it is what it is. I guess I should drink some water. I'm doing a lot of talking. Yeah, here. You know what? Since we've now went on to other things, kind of, I'm gonna see if I can grab a couple. Because I told her, I'm so impressed with her work. I'm like, I could promote it here on YouTube and you probably could get a few people that would love to have these little critters. She even does custom orders. So hold on one second. Let me go see if I can find a couple fuzzy critters. Okay. Oh, well, I found a couple. So I'll show you a couple. And this is just a little bit of what she makes. Look at this. Is that cute? Purposely flat because it's supposed to, like, hang around. It's like a, what they call it, a swaddle? No, there's like that. It's like almost like a stuffy, but it's like a blankie at the same time. Anyways, so there's one little guy, but she makes all sorts of things. So yeah, look at that. And then, oh, don't lose your hat, buddy. Don't lose your hat. Look at that. He's so cute. Scrapping together. Great to see you. Look at that. So cute. She makes all the things you can think of. These are just some of them. Some of her recent ones that I can see right now. I'm sure she has more hiding somewhere. And she keeps, like, right now she's been selling them locally at shows or people just request it. And yeah, she can custom make these things. Yeah, look. Kind of more of a camouflage kitty cat, huh? It's hard to see. Kitty. Meow. See? Kitty, kitty. And look at the tiny one. Look. Look at that. What else do I got here? Oh, I got some done turtles. See? So you know that one that she was just working on? Yeah, this is what they look like when they're done. So cute. And she can do different colors. So, like, here's the one that she's working now. See? He's like, she just has to do the bottom, really. Yuppers. So, anyway, I'm here, but still going. Still going. Going where? Where you go? Where are you going? And yeah, so she just starts with, well, she doesn't start with this, but this is what goes inside them. She stuffs them. It's just so cool. Like, she started out like was doing like blankets, right? She did all kinds of different kinds of blankets. And then she got into making critters. And she makes like claws and purses and other things too, but look. Look at this. Anyway, all right. Well, that's people, then it isn't considered as greatly. Yeah, because like Jojo says, for your info, blue is the choice of the creator and should not be pushed on them, and please do not take offense to it if you are not blue. Now, as this channel gets bigger, there will be more and more nominated to being blue, so no worrying about it. Come on now. And I know I get like messages behind the scenes or on the thing, and it's like, no, it's still up to me who I blue and who I don't. Be it you're blue or not blue does not mean you're a good or a bad person. It's by choice. I know there's some streams where they just blue everybody. There are some streams they don't blue anybody. And then most streams where I think how it should be is they have a nice balance. Yeah. Well, you're not going to see Stella's mom tonight, but again, she said what she's going to say, and then she had her phone call. That was very important. So anyway, we'll do this again. We'll figure out the connection thing so it can be a little better for the next round. And I guess that's about it, because like I say, I do need to get home to get some sleep. So, all right. You all take care. If you have any questions, if you're interested at all, of possibly feeling better in life with something that's non-transdermal, that can reverse your aging and just make you feel better, simply through a small little sticker. I mean, they call them patches, but we just sometimes call them sticker. A little sticker that you wear for 12 hours, and then you take it off and you throw it away. If you can make your life feel better, why not? It's as simple as just sticking a Band-Aid on. You just stick it on and forget about it. You don't have to change much else. I mean, it does help to drink water. I do have electrolytes in this water, so it's good to have electrolytes. It's good to have water. Especially potassium is supposed to be really good, especially for your heart. But there's people out there that they've patched and they didn't change a darn thing and they still found results. So it's just, if you want to have better results, obviously, if you're eating good, drinking, electrolytes are just going to enhance it even more, and you're going to get more results sooner, more than likely. All right. Well, anyways, you know where I am. Most of you are in connection with me behind the scenes. So, all right. We'll see you all later. You take care now. Bye.